Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to a new Jump Force video, and today by request we got the Yugi guide for you guys. So this one's probably going to be a long one, even just without gameplay in general, because Yugi has a lot of tech and a lot of stuff that we can do with him. So strap in guys, it's going to be a long one. Here we go. Alright guys, starting with Dark Magician Strike, this connects with the first 4 lights, the first 2 heavies, the first down tilt, and a charged up tilt. Now this does all connect with the extended version of Dark Magician Strike 2. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you press R2 circle after doing Dark Magician Strike, it will do one big strike after, but it does cost another bars. Alright guys, for Dark Magician Girl Summon, this is a little tricky. You can land it after the second heavy, however you need to do 1 light or 4 lights to land it after the second heavy. What this does is it puts him higher in the air, so you can land it after the second heavy. Also, it does land on the first part of the down tilt. Now if you just use the first part of the down tilt by itself, it's like 80% chance that it actually connects. It doesn't offer the reset. If you want to do 4 lights and then into a down tilt and then use it, you can actually connect 2, and it's a confirmed every single time. And a fully charged up tilt it also connects to. Alright guys, now draw unfortunately does not connect with anything. The arrows do connect with the first down tilt if you're close enough, so if I do this and I use arrows, it does hit right there. However, I cannot continue a combo after it, so I mean, if you want to be fancy or, I don't know, use this, you can hit it. However, that's all you're going to get, right? You can't really do anything after it. Alright guys, Yugi's ultimate, Slifer the Sky Dragon, does not connect with the 5th light, the 3rd heavy, and the 3rd up tilt. The only tricky one is the charged up tilt. You have to kind of delay it, wait for him to start falling, then ult. But if you're worried about that timing, just don't do it on the charged up tilt. You have better options to do that. We'll go over later. Alright guys, some basic things about Dark Magician Strike is it does have pretty decent range, so if you want to use it and try and catch someone off guard, go for it. Also, if you're in the middle of a combo here and you use the first part of it, most of the time you can either try and reset them completely, or if you're close enough after like the second heavy, you can go into another light string and you can do it again if you wanted to. Boom. Also, like I said earlier, you can extend it. Now what this means is the draw ability right there. If I use this ability and then hit the draw, it does an extra burst. Now, I can do this and delay it. However, they have a chance to guard, as you can see right there, the health reset. So if you don't technically spam it or mash it, it will reset, and they have a chance to guard just like that. So anytime you're just ready to extend it, just spam it, boom, and you'll hit them. Basic things about Dark Magician Girl, it's the pretty much same thing. It has some very, very good range. However, it does not go all the way across the map. I'd say probably just halfway. So if Goku's all the way over there, it actually shortens the range right here because it just goes kind of that distance. However, it could go further than that. Other things, if they're completely on the ground and you catch them with it, you can land 2 of these. So go ahead and just use it again one more time. And then like Dark Magician Strike, you can extend it with the draw card if you have another bar ready. And that's a good clean 50% right there, or actually maybe 45. For a 5-bar combo, it's worth it. Also, if you didn't know, you'll see a lot of Yugi players press their assist and then use Dark Magician Girl. What this does is the assist kind of staggers them and they have no chance to guard, and you catch them on the ground like that. So a lot of Yugi players will do that. Also, if you did not know, if you land it and you're close enough to them, of course you can go into another combo, and if you want to do it again, and then go into like another heavy, into strike or something, and then you can go here. They will white out eventually, but hey, you can continue the combos, try and force them to waste their stamina bars. So overall, Dark Magician Girl, very good ability. Basic things about the draw. Now you have 3 things you can get from the draw. Basically the arrows, and arrows seem to be the most popular one I usually get. You can get Magic Formula, which is pretty much just a buff that increases your ability damage, which is actually very nice. And then Swords of Revealing Light, which keeps the person trapped for a very long time. I'm actually going to show you how many bars you can charge up from when you land it, so give me 1 second here. So as you can see, I just landed Swords of Revealing Light, and I'm charging all the way. You can get up to about 3 bars, and I can try and use Dark Magician Girl. Oh, I wasn't fast enough, so it was technically a reset, which gives them a chance to guard. However, you can get 3 bars before they escape, so do with that what you will. Alright guys, it is not unknown that you can guard break cheese with these arrows right here. So while they're shooting, if you just dash up and then use guard break, you can guard break cheese with it. However, I don't really consider it guard break cheese because 1, you're not switching with an assist. It's not, you can't not dodge it. You have many things you can do. You can vanish from the arrows. You can call an assistant to protect yourself from Yugi himself when he's dashing up to you or if he's just charging something. You can also just sidestep. You can awaken. You could ult, or you could just take the arrows, right? The arrows don't do too much damage. I know like it could be like a life or death situation. Holy crap, just give me arrows. There we go. However, it's not it's not even going to show the damage. It's not something you can't dodge, especially if you see it coming. So I don't consider it guard break cheese. However, I figured I still should show you this and show you how it can be exploited. Alright guys, Yugi's grab string is okay. It's pretty average. The speed isn't too fast or it's not too slow. So you can grab after the 2nd light, the 3rd light, that was awkward. The 3rd light here, and the 4th light. Now, as you can see, sometimes it can whiff. Yugi's autos are very weird with tracking. However, I'd recommend just grabbing on the 2nd light just because it's fast and unexpected right away. Nothing too much to say about that. You can grab ult with Yugi. They do have a chance to escape. However, you can ultimate cancel and chase after them, and Yugi's ultimate will actually stay. I'll go ahead and put a clip of me and Savior doing this. So if you ever just want to try and freak out your opponent and have Slifer still there while you can auto attack, it's a great opportunity. Grab ult and then just chase him. Nothing too surprising on Yugi's stage transitions. He can do it off the 2nd light and the 4th light, like most characters, only has 2. Alright guys, getting to the advanced stuff here, starting with Yugi's vanishes. Now, I have not been doing this with all the characters. I recently started it with Madara. I don't really have a name for it. I'm just going to call it the Vanish, or the Safe Vanish combo, right? Or Safe Vanish, whatever you want to say. So what that is where you can vanish and continue your combo here. So if I vanish and I'm still autoing him and I vanish again, I can still keep autoing him, right? That's what we're just going to call a Safe Vanish combo or whatever. So Yugi's is kind of, it takes a little bit of skill in, gauging how far away you are from the opponent. So guys, let me go ahead and tell you what lights you can do this on. You can do it on the 1st light. So what I mean by this is if I light once and I vanish, I can continue the auto combo. Oh my gosh, playing too much fighters, not auto combo, just a combo. If I can do it on the 3rd if I want to vanish and then continue it. And I believe I can do it on the 4th. Boom. Yes, I can. Now, the 2nd light is the only one you can't do it on. So if I try and do it on 2 lights here and then continue it, he stands up, he has an opportunity to guard, he has an opportunity to counter, do whatever he needs to do to get out of it, right? What we can do on this 2nd light, and I'm actually kind of jumping ahead here, but I'm going to do it because I actually really like it. On the 2nd light, if we vanish and do 1 more light, so we're technically doing the 3rd light, we can actually grab, and it's pretty fast, and it's something they might not expect. And even if they sidestep, the grab should be able to catch them. I've done it before. Now, if they backstep, that is the only time they can actually escape. And if they try an auto combo or do anything else, they don't have time to. I can go ahead and put them on guard to show you guys how fast or slow they actually get up here. So let me break their guard here. 1, 2, boom, 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 right? They have a split second to light you or do whatever, but the grab should beat them to the punch, and most people's reaction time are not fast enough to do that. And also if they think we're gonna grab here, we can just go into a down tilt, and we can keep them on their feet, do whatever we need to protect ourselves from if they're trying to punish us. Now, if you guys are wondering what this is for, I did explain it in the Madara video. This is potentially just to punish people who tend to escape on the first or second light. So if my opponent here was going to escape on the first light, he escapes, I am vanished, I'm safe from a potential raw ultimate or ability or switch into anything, I'm safe, and I have the opportunity to punish him. If I manage to get the chase off or something, then I chase him and I stagger him into a full combo. And if he decides to escape on the third light, I can vanish. Oh, he didn't escape. Let me continue the auto combo and do it right. 1, 2, oh, I think he's gonna escape. I'm safe, I can chase, do whatever, right? It's pretty much just for that. Now, I will say, guys, the fourth light, if you do something like this, let me show you real fast. Boom, 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 and you vanish here. It resets, so again, we have the opportunity to grab, so boom, boom, boom. We have an opportunity to grab or to just start a whole new combo. Now, I'd be a little wary about this. They do have more time during this one to sidestep, backstep, do whatever they need to do. However, it's a potential, sorry, it's not potential. It is a complete hit resetter, so we can actually do a full new combo here. However, if you do it too fast, though, it goes into your regular combo that you were doing before. So there's all that, guys. There was a lot right there. Hopefully you absorbed that. But let's go ahead and move to the heavies. So just like the lights, it's pretty basic. On the second heavy, you can vanish towards him, and you can use the third heavy. I don't think you actually have to vanish towards him. Let me see real fast. Yeah, okay, I'd recommend vanishing towards him so you don't drop it. However, it's not something you can really do. If you want to do it on the first heavy, again, I have an opportunity to grab reset him. So instead of grabbing, we can do something like vanish and then go into lights, another hit reset, into whatever kind of combo you want. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the heavies. It's pretty nice. I do like the one heavy vanish. I'm just a really fan of the grabs here. We can get a lot of grabs off his vanishes. However, that's pretty much just it for the heavies. Alright guys, now it's time to get into his Vanish strings. Now if you don't know the difference between the Vanish string and the Safe Vanish combo, the Safe Vanish combo is what you saw before, whereas the Vanish string is going to be something like this, where you do 2 heavies or something like that, vanish, and then dash, right? So 1 light, vanish, dash. It pretty much means something that we can connect the Vanish dash with and then follow up. So boom, 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 and I followed it up with something, right? So that's what the Vanish string is. I am making up these vocabularies, but you know, I need some way to pretty much separate the two. Alright guys, so we actually can connect some of the dashes with Yugi's lights. So the first light, that was an up tilt. The first light Vanish dash does connect. The second light does connect also. The third light is the only one that does not connect with him. So as you can see, he gets up. The fourth light is good to go also. And again, if you try and do the fifth light, you're just going to dash at him. I'll just show it to you because you're just going to dash up like that. So what we can do with this, if we want to use 1 light, vanish dash, walk forward, and then heavy, we can actually just kind of keep the string going. So what you need to know is after the vanish dash, you do need to hold your analog stick toward the opponent. You will walk forward. If I do not do this and I just try and heavy alone, I'm going to whip and we lost everything we can do. So again, vanish dash, walk forward, and then land the heavy as you get, you know, a little closer to him. So walk forward, boom, and if you want to vanish dash again, walk forward, heavy dash. He will white out eventually, but again, this sets us up for a perfect, you know, white out guard break, whatever you want to call it, and we can go into like a full combo with that. Now, of course, this method can be used to basically trying to catch your opponent from escaping, and most people don't realize that this actually doesn't do a lot of damage. So while they're getting hit with this, they just think they're getting constantly bombarded by a whole lot of damage, so they might escape, and we might be able to chase and punish them for that. But if they're not escaping, you can do something like this where you land 1 heavy, and you can go into Dark Magician Strike or whatever. You can also just do a full-on heavy. And maybe try and land a draw, get some arrows, set up the guard break shoes if you really wanted to. You can get a magic buff, which is even better. Of course, you can try and get Swords of Revealing Light. However, of course, they won't actually connect. However, if they're in the corner, let's just say they land in the corner. We get that. It will not land. However, it'll be very close to them. And if they step in it or maybe call an assist in it, the assist will get trapped in there. Now, the Vanish string you do want to go for if you're not into the lights, now I'm also not into it, is to do 2 heavies, vanish dash, and then walk up, and then 2 heavies again, vanish dash. This is, as you can see, a lot more damage, and he's not whiting out as fast. He whites out right about there. Boom, and we can hit him. So what we can actually do here is, let's see how many it takes. I think we can do it 3 times here, so that's the second time. 1, 2, and we can go into this, you know, assist or something, but I'm not going to show you combos yet. But that's something we can do if you want to do the heavy string. So if you do land a light, go into 2 heavies here, then start the thing. However, he should white out sooner because we did lights. Yep, so anytime you do land 1 heavy and they have stamina, I'd recommend going into this. You get a lot of good damage here. Also, if you do want to land something after the dash, you can land strike. You cannot land, I actually have not tried this, but I might as well try it. Yeah, you cannot try it. They might not do it, so as you can see, it's technically a reset. They might not guard, so if they don't guard, I guess you can technically get off 2 right here and get some very good damage here. However, most people should know that, you know, they can tell when it's going to hit or not. So definitely try and do that. If you're thinking you can land it after 2 heavies, over here you cannot, so boom. Same thing, it's a reset. Alright guys, getting into his Vanish mix-ups. Of course, the first light is very fast. Again, they take, they almost have no time to react, so you can grab after this. Feel free to 1 light, Vanish, dash, and then grab. Yugi does have a dash grab. You don't have to press guard or anything. Go ahead and just spam that, and you'll land it. You can also just do the 1 light, Vanish, dash, hold guard break, and then go into a full combo. Now, of course, you can't do this with the first heavy. Also, as you can see, it takes a little while for Goku to actually look at me, which means the opponent has almost no time to react or do anything. However, it's a little bit slower than the first light. I'm spamming grab here, and it looks like he definitely has time to sidestep or backstep here. Of course, however, you can also do the Vanish dash grab. You can do the Vanish dash guard break. Pretty much the same thing as the first light. Alright guys, that's kind of it for the Vanish mix-ups. I am going to show you some more mix-ups you can do because they're very effective. However, usually with other Vanish mix-ups, I tend to try and do some animation crossing, which means pretty much kind of like how Madara and I'm forgetting the other one. Pretty much meaning if I Vanish and then do a 1 more light or 1 more heavy and then try and go into a up tilt or down tilt, the animations kind of cross together and it doesn't really look like you're trying to guard break. However, Yugi's animations are very fluent, so it doesn't really, like, as you can see, you can clearly tell when I'm trying to guard break, even on the second heavy here. Well, second heavy. It's just, it's very blocky and fluid. I know those two counteract each other or contradict each other, but you get what I mean. So we can't really animation cross, but what we can do is do the old-fashioned half charge down tilt after doing this. So 1 light into a Vanish into another light into a half charge or full charge guard break. I do recommend the half charge because most people that play against Yugi, it's pretty obvious to tell when they're going to guard break if you're playing against a good player, right? So if they see Dark Magician just, you know, sitting here like charging all this up, it's pretty obvious. So they're going to backstep, sidestep, do whatever they might grab, right? So that the half charge down tilt is always our friend. So Vanish, half charge down tilt. I'm going to show you what this actually does here. So let's say we do 1 light and then we Vanish, right? So half charge down tilt. We're going to do 2 down tilts and then we can go into a full combo, whatever we want to do, right? So again, this counteracts anytime they try and sidestep, backstep, or grab, or just try and punish you with anything. So you can only do it or reset the combo after the second down tilt. I don't recommend doing it after the first, so if I try and half charge it, you can do it, but if you don't time it perfectly, you'll do something like this where you go away from them, or you'll just whiff entirely. So I guess I'm trying to mess up here. It's hard. Yeah, just time it, but I recommend just going with the second down tilt here. Now guys, you actually can do a half charged up tilt because on the second up tilt you can go into a full combo as well. However, the only problem is sometimes if you don't do the half charged up tilt and you accidentally go into a full up tilt, there is one really bad thing. So if I try and guard break with an up tilt, he can guard before I even get to him. I don't know what it is. Yugi's animation just takes way too long to recover from this up tilt, and he can just guard, and he has an opportunity to just stay safe and wait for his stamina to regen. So I generally don't like going for the up tilts. However, let's say you do land the fully charged up tilt. So we're trying to mix them up. We land the fully charged up tilt, and he didn't guard. Of course, we can go into something like this, right? Or if you really want to, jump, walk up, you know, do heavies, whatever, right? So again, option is half charged up tilt if you really wanted to. If you just wanted to mix up the animations, keep the opponent guessing, this is a perfect way to do so. I recommend it highly. However, sometimes muscle memory gets in my way, and I do a fully charged up tilt. And if I guard break him, I wasted my chance, right? Because I can't follow up. Alright guys, some other mix-up options are pretty basic here. It's going to involve Dark Magician Girl, and it's a little bit risky because you can get grabbed and they can backstep out of this. However, if they sidestep, they're going to get hit hard. And sometimes when people sidestep and they're being pressured, they tend to call an assist or try and switch to relieve the pressure, which is great for us if we're playing Yugi. So let's say I'm throwing in some lights and heavy, and I just use Dark Magician Girl just out of the blue, right? So if I do 2 lights, then do this. Normally people backstep or sidestep, right? The sidestep is gonna hit, right? So pretend, obviously I don't have someone I can do this with, but let's say I'm in the middle of a combo, or sorry, they're guarding and I'm hitting them, and I decide to use this. They sidestep, it will hit, and because they're on the ground, we can land another one. And if we don't really want to extend it, we can go into lights here, and if I want to do the grab reset here, I can grab, and then ult, right? Some good damage for just 4 bars and a grab ult, right? This is, obviously it's a raw ult, but it's just something you can do. I don't highly recommend doing the Dark Magician Girl because it's way more risky than doing just the other Vanish mix-ups. However, if you want to try and go for that damage and you think they, like if you find that they've been sidestepping a lot of your stuff, definitely try and go for it. It's something I highly recommend if they sidestep a lot. Now guys, if you really want to be real ballsy and you believe in the heart of the cards, that was for you, Suna. You want to draw right when you're trying to mix them up, feel free to do it, but as you can see, if they're standing right there, yes, they have a chance to backstep or sidestep, but all my arrows but 2 kind of get broken, and if I try and just do it again, let's see if I can get the worst one possible. If I get Magic Formula, I'm standing there looking like a, you know... So, also, Swords of Revealing Light will not land. Well, I actually got that right there. It will not land, mostly because they can backstep or sidestep and stand out of it, and it won't really protect you. So, drawing is something I don't recommend you doing in a mix-up sort of fashion. However, if you want to do it, I kind of want to see some cool mix-ups with it, because the only one I could ever see is Swords of Revealing Light landing. Maybe you can like hide behind it. So let's say I land it and they sidestep. I can kind of like move around with it and just protect myself. However, if you're thinking, well, I can just call in an assist, protect myself if I get something like Magic Formula, you can't. You can't call an assist during draws, which sucks, but it'd also be really, really good if you could call in an assist while drawing. Alright guys, combo time. Sorry the beginning took a little while longer, but there's a lot of stuff we can do with Yugi, and there's a lot of combos we can do with Yugi here too, involving resets and non-resets, so hang with me, we're almost there towards the end here. So guys, now the basic Yugi combo can look something like this. He's got quite a few, 4 lights, 1 down tilt, and you can actually land 2 Dark Magician Girls here, and extend it or ult if you want. Boom. Now this is a 5-bar combo, and you generally only get 40% off of it. We can actually get more damage or the same damage from 4 lights, 2 heavies, Dark Magician Girl, and extended. As you can see, same damage, and we didn't use 5 bars, right? Adding this down tilt does, the damage reduction kicks in real hard when you do any type of down tilt or up tilt with that. We can also do something where we do 1 light into 2 heavies, Dark Magician Girl, extend it if you want, or 1 more light, 2 more heavies, again into this, into an extension. But again, another 5-bar combo, and it does the same amount of damage, right? So you really just want to either go for the 1 light, 2 heavies, into Dark Magician Girl extended. I recommend this. It's roughly the same amount of damage. It takes less time. Now Yugi, that's pretty much it for his solo combos. I do recommend if you want to do something like this where you just do this and then you do 3 more heavies. You can do this, and I like to draw right after. Maybe I get something. As you can see, swords is kind of trapping him right there. I have a chance to draw again or do whatever I really need to do. That's pretty much what I like to do. It's pretty much just set up my next move based on what draw I get here. So 3 heavies just to knock him all the way back. Oop, it did drop. Let's pretend I knocked him all the way back. I got arrows, right? I can set up the guard break. I can try and dash up, guard break, or if he's just guarding and I don't want to, you know, if people call it guard break cheese and I'm trying to be honorable, I can go into some mix-ups, right? So Yugi doesn't really have solo combos. It's more about getting the damage from the one combo and then setting up the next step that you're trying to do. Now for some of his assist combos, I don't actually use the assist itself, so potentially for this one you could have any assist you want. However, I do recommend Toguro. One, Toguro is just a good assist in general, and he has the one of the highest health pools. So when he's on your team, your health is automatically larger than it needs to be. So when I'm using the assist, I do something like this. 1 light into 3 heavies. I switch to Toguro, but I use Dark Magician Girl at the same time. I'm going to dash up 2 lights into 1 heavy, fully charged up tilt into another Dark Magician Girl. And yes, it's a reset, and I extend it. Boom. And that's a good 55% right there. Let me go through that one more time. It's a little slow. This is basically my best Yugi combo here. So you do need to land 1 light. If I do any more, he'll white out eventually. I switch to Toguro, use Dark Magician Girl, dash up, 2 lights, 1 heavy, charged up tilt into Dark Magician Girl right here. And I can extend it if I want, or I can let it drop and just kind of reset. Alright guys, there's a lot of variations to this combo that we need to go through because since this does involve a reset, they can do 3 things: guard, backstep, or sidestep. So, with the up tilt portion, the only thing that can get them out of it is the sidestep or guarding. And I'll show you why in a second. Again, if we do the combo here, 1 light into 3 heavies, Toguro, assist. Remember, don't use the assist, you're just switching. 1, 2, heavy, fully charged up tilt. Now, the sidestep will dodge the up tilt. If he's guarding, it will just stop us completely, because like I said before, if we guard break with the up tilt, the animation's way too long and we cannot punish them for it. So, if this is what we need to go through. If we do guard break them, it's going to look something like this. This is what you're going to need to do. And this only works if you have ult. We're going to dash up, 2 heavies, or sorry, 2 lights into heavy, guard break, Team Awakening, go into some type of combo here. We land this here, and we're going to ult right after. So it's going to look something like that. And we're only going to land the ult right here because we had a full Awakening. I'll show you what we can do. If we have like half Awakening, this is like just if you want the full damage, a good 75% right there from just that guard break up tilt Team Awakening. Now let's say you didn't have full Awakening and you just needed ult right away. Just do 1 light and ult. It's just better to get that off right away. You can try and do 2 lights into Dark Magician Strike. I believe you have enough time. Let me go ahead and see if we do have enough time, but let me show you the damage here. Still a good 65% right there. Alright guys, if I do 1 light and I spam my ult, I believe you can get it off just in time to actually land the ult, and this does do more than just the 1 light and ult, so it's something you can go for, especially if you have a little more than exactly half of your Awakening gauge. You're never gonna get, well maybe, you might have exactly half, but usually you have a little more, so that combo should work. And remember, this is only what you want to do if they guard. I mean, actually no, there's 2 instances you want to do this, and I'll go ahead and show you right there. But if they guard during the up tilt, make sure you Team Awakening, okay? Alright guys, now this combo is basically if they backstep or just don't do anything, like they just don't move. So combo still stays the same. Dash up, 1, 2, heavy, fully charged up tilt, Team Awaken, go into a Dark Magician Girl, Now after this, we're gonna walk up, use Toguro and ult. Now Toguro is just there to get extra damage. We can't actually connect anything after this ult. The ult is the final thing we can do. What this does is Toguro's still gonna hit. It's just gonna give us a little more extra damage into a 85%, 87% combo right there. Very good damage. I did try this with Goku. Goku gets you to 90% because of, I don't know, his Kamehameha is just more damage, I guess, than Toguro. So if you do want to use Goku for this, that is okay. However, the next combo I'm going to show you involves 100%. And, okay, thanks Street Fighter. I don't actually... Guys, I'm not planning to play Street Fighter. I'm going to let you know that's just for fun. The next combo I'm going to show you involves Toguro and 100%. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright guys, before you move to the 100%, there is something I need to tell you, and it's actually very important, so please watch this part. When doing this combo, they can escape out of the lights because it takes so long for Dark Magician Girl and for us to get over there. When we dash up, they can escape right now. As you can see, his stamina reset, so they can escape the 2 lights heavy into a charged up tilt. They can escape that. Now, the reason I tell you to do that combo is because it does more damage than the one I'm about to show you. But if we're going for consistency, which is better, you want to do something like this. So let's say I don't know, I'm going to use an assist because it's a little easier. We break their guard, we don't have an assist. 1 light, 2 heavies. Dark Magician Girl. We're going to go 2 lights, 1 heavy, charged up tilt, Team Awaken, 4 lights, 2, 3, 4, down tilt into Dark Magician Girl. Walk up Toguro. I don't think I walked up in time, but either way, Toguro is just there for the extra damage, so it's okay. Now this, as you can see, their guard break is, they don't get it back during our charged up tilt. I did call in Toguro. They don't get their guard break back during our charged up tilt. So as you can see, look, stamina's still not there. 1, 2, heavy, it's still not there, and boom. Now if we Team Awakening with assist, it's okay, just use Dark Magician Girl. Walk up Toguro. It's a little less damage because the assists hit, however, you still get the confirmed ult off, so this is the more consistent combo you want to go for, but again, less damage. However, again, we're not going to be in the scenario where we need, maybe you will be, but if you need just around 75%, just do that. It's a great combo, something they can't escape out of, and it's good, guys. And the Team Awakening just brings it all together. Alright guys, I almost gave you some false information. Now this rarely ever happens, so I didn't actually test it. When you do the combo I just showed you, so 1 light, 2 heavies into this, normally the opponent right here, either backsteps or guards, right? Well, if they don't do anything, they white out. So if we tried in Team Awakened, he'd be whited out and we couldn't get any damage on. So you do need to look out for that. I thought it was actually 100% consistent, but it's not, so my bad on that. But other than that, it's still a great combo. There's no way to actually get by it here. Do 2 lights into a heavy, fully charged up tilt. Now when they backstep, it resets the counter, or the hit counter, so it's okay. And if they guard, of course, it resets the counter also. But if they do nothing, let's pretend they backstep here. It will hit, and then we can go into this and just do the Dark Magician Girl, whatever we need to do. So you do need to look out for when they white out. You should be able to react fast enough if you hit them in the air. If they backstep, you should be able to easily, clearly see that they backstepped. If they're guarding, obviously it should give you the guarding animation. And if they just sit there and do nothing, you should be able to realize, do not Team Awakening, just take the damage you got. You white it out, walk up to them, try and get like a perfect guard break off or something like that. So just watch out for that, guys. I'm sorry, I thought it was 100% confirmed. My bad. It's not. But other than that, still a great combo. Alright guys, before I show you this 100% combo, I might not land it the first time. It's actually kind of hard to land. I want you to know that the combo I showed you before is the one you want to go for. That is the best combo you could possibly go for. The 1 light, 2 heavies, Dark Magician Girl, 2 lights, 1 heavy, charge up tilt, Team Awaken, yada yada yada. That is the one you want to go for. This one is very bad. I'm just telling you right now. It's just 100% that involves resets, and it's something I don't necessarily recommend you doing. However, if you want to go for it, please do. It does involve a Toguro reset, meaning, you know, when they're hitting the ground here and they have a chance to guard, Toguro hits them, it resets them. So I'm going to go ahead and show it to you. Just know that I do not approve this combo. Do not do it. Do the one before. As you can see, guys, it involved 2 resets. Actually, I did it without the first reset, and it only did around 97%. However, with the Toguro reset, it does 100 here. But like I said, guys, it's not good. It involves a fully charged Awakening gauge, so I don't really recommend it. But it's 4 lights into a down tilt. Now let's try it without the first reset here. Let's see if we can do it. Dark Magician Girl again, up tilt. See right there, if we don't time it perfectly, we do miss it. I'm gonna try it one more time. 4 lights, down tilt, Dark Magician Girl. Now you can either go for the reset by down tilting again in Dark Magician Girl, or just Dark Magician Girl again. Up tilt, boom. Oh, reach! There we go, we got it. Let's see if we can walk up and call in Toguro here. I did. Let's see if we can get 100% without the first reset. I don't think it's gonna happen. But like I said, guys, this isn't what you want to go for. Ooh, very close with calling in Toguro at the end there, but 99. So guys, don't go for this one. This one just looks fancy. It's pretty cool. If you're not trying to go for 100% and you want to go for just some nice clean damage, I do recommend this. So if you want to do a down tilt right here, oh, that was not right. So like, let's say we just land 4 lights, down tilt. If we want a little mini reset here, down tilt again. They can guard this, don't worry. And then we can go into like something else here. I don't know, whatever you really want. Now, good damage, clearly, if you want to go for that small little reset. But that's all I would do it for. Don't go for that 100%. Also, guys, people might yell at me for not being able to like land swords or really light, or telling you not how to use his draw effectively. But like I said before, you really just want to use it as a setup for whatever you're going to do next. What you can do is something like 2 heavies, switch to your assist, and then use draw. But as you can see, it doesn't work, right? It's pretty much just, you know, betting your luck on what you get. So for those of you that are saying, oh, you didn't show us any combos that can land Swords of Revealing Light, you can. Even with the thing I just showed you, using Toguro to hold him in the air right there, swords came down perfectly and it didn't work. So I'm sure there's something I missed, guys. There's a lot of different combo variations you can do, especially with Dark Magician Strike. I didn't use any of that showing you guys. And draw, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff you can do with it. However, I'm showing you just the viable stuff you should be doing. Also, guys, remember, I try my very best to find like every possible thing you can do with a character's ability, especially Yugi's draw. It's very hard to find stuff with it. However, I could miss some stuff. I'm not perfect. I try my best. However, there could be people that have mained Yugi since day 1, or maybe any of my other character guides I've already done. And I might have missed something. If you are one of those people, like if there's, you know, I did a Vegeta guide. If there's something I missed on Vegeta that's actually viable, not just flashy and cool, if it's viable, please like post it in the comments of the video. So if there's something with Yugi I missed that's super important, please post it in the comments below, whether that's a link to the video on your channel. It's completely fine. If it's a Twitch clip, completely fine. However, please do not just post your channel and say, hey, check this out. I definitely will delete your comment. That's just a little disrespectful unless I give you permission to do so. But guys, yeah, if there's something I missed, I want people to see it. I'm trying to give you the best information possible, and I do miss some stuff. So that's why we all have to band together and pretty much just figure out everything we can with the character. So guys, that's going to be it for the guide today. Thank you so much for watching. I know it was a long one. It might be longer than the Yusuke one. However, if you made it this far, thank you. So thanks for watching. See you later.